Hello, hello, hello. How are you? This is Juanita McDonald with Rediscover Me. How are you doing tonight? It's not evening, it's not morning, it's not after a workout. It is bedtime. How are you doing? I am finally getting an opportunity to slow down. Hi, Miss Garrett Finley. How are you? Hi, Mary. Hi, Dawson, all the way from Alabama, Birmingham at that. How are you doing this evening? Thanks, guys, for tuning in with me. And hi, cuz. It's good to see you. How's everybody doing? Yeah, thanks for the thumbs up. I am just now getting an opportunity to come in. I had a little networking event to participate in tonight, and it was awesome. But I took this 30-day challenge, if all of you remember. And I sent out a little notation asking everyone. Wonderful, Gwyneth. It's a wonderful weekend, and Saturday is tomorrow. Hi, Lenora. How's the kids? But yeah, I took this 30-day challenge, 31-day challenge, which is for the month of September, which would require individuals that's a part of a community to come on Facebook and do a 30-day live notation or conversation or promoting what we do on a daily basis. And when I first looked at this, I sent the young lady who actually encouraged us to do this, Miss Tamika Sims. I had that frowning face, like, talk to people for 30 days, what? And but I took the challenge, and keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Dawson. You are one of my number one people. I really thank you for that. Hi, Miss Kawan. We miss you tonight. But you know, I took the challenge, and so I knew that the best time for me to do these videos is going to be around 9-10 o'clock at night. And so I do hope that you all have an opportunity to tune in to what I will be talking about. If you have any suggestions, I encourage you to share them. Again, what Rediscover Me is about is we help women to rediscover the me that she wants to be. And all of that deals into our 3 pillars. Lost identity plus lost self-esteem equals lost purpose and direction. And oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Kawan. I hope everything is going well now for you. But with those 3 pillars, I like Facebook Live. Thank you so much. We really appreciate all your support, Miss Finley. But with those 3 pillars that we offer, the biggest thing is to have that dialogue, giving women that platform to talk about things that are going on with them. Hi, Miss Eugenia. And so with that, tonight, the one of the things that I want to talk about, and my topic is, a missed opportunity doesn't stop your destination. A missed opportunity does not stop your destination. Hey, friend. Now, I came about that topic this morning when have been great. Thank you, Kwan. Hey, Marla, how are you? Well, I came across that topic because I was having a conversation with my grandson this morning. In the midst of our conversation, he and I were talking about he's a freshman. He's a freshman in high school, and he's starting out his time frame of overexerting himself and trying to be a part of so many different organizations and doing so many different things for other people, and failing to take time out to do the things that he needed to do for himself. And so I began talking to him about how this time in his life is like one of the most unique and fun time for him to get the opportunity to get to know himself, to learn about the man that he's growing up to be, which choices he wants to make in life, his direction, college, And so as he and I were talking, he was like, well, I understand, Bray, but, this person needs me to do this and this person needs me to do that. And so it got me to thinking about how we as women, and which is what I talk about all the time, how we put ourselves on the back burner. We start focusing on all the things that other people need to have done. We look at, trying to make certain in our minds, we have to keep everybody lifted up. We have to go and take care of every form of problems before looking at what our personal needs are. Now, if I'm touching bases with you, send me a thumbs up. Hashtag you're on it. Reach out to me. Let me know that we're in that same boat together. But think about it. We get so caught up into, trying to be that perfect woman or that perfect mate, or making certain that everybody get positioned into a place. It could be kids in school. It could be college. It could be anything. But whatever that situation is, we forget about who we are. We forget about those personal needs, and we forget about stopping just for a moment and saying, okay, what would it take to make me happy? What do I want to do? Should I take care of the laundry, the cooking, the cleaning, all of those things, or should I assign it out? Now, the reason why I wanted to bring that to your attention is because, think about it. When other people begin to give us their needs, hi Shalonda, well, as they are giving us their needs, eventually those things stop becoming a need and they begin to become transferable baggage. Again, let me just put that out there. Those needs stop becoming needs and they become transferable baggage. For instance, if an individual were to come to you and they are just upset over something, whatever the case may be, if that person can just release that anger, release that energy, and you sit there and you listen to it, and you start absorbing that anger, those issues, and then eventually you start thinking about, oh, how can I fix that? Got to keep it clean. I know we got to keep it clean. But you start picking up that energy, and then all of a sudden you start trying to figure out, oh, how can I fix that problem? And they go on and into their world, and it's la la la. We're off in la la land. I don't have to worry about it because somebody else is going to deal with that problem. And so that's what happens to us, and we get caught up. But getting back to that topic, when we if you are on on someone else's destination and you're helping them to get to where they want and need to be, and you put yourself on that back burner, when do you become the person that have those needs fulfilled? When do your needs become fulfilled? Now, even though this is occurring, if it is occurring in your life, it does not necessarily mean that you have to stay where you're at or you have to settle for whatever is occurring. You have an opportunity to change at any time. Believe it or not, the word no, it has never killed anybody. The word no has never stopped you from moving forward. Now, should you or I stop helping individuals? No. But it's something called prioritizing. Prioritizing your time. Prioritizing your responsibility. Prioritizing those little moments that you stop and replenish everything that has been used up inside of you. And think about it. Your energy has a way of being depleted. When you, each and every day, we do have a race that we each have to run. It's called survivalship. And in the midst of that survivalship, we're busy trying to keep everything and everyone afloat And so, and the only way that you can do that is to be on whatever it is that task is for that particular moment. And so we have to work. We have to have our shelter. We have to have our nourishment. There are things that are life sources that have to occur. So in the midst of taking care of those things, you begin to become depleted. And somewhere along the way, you have to stop and you have to replenish. But now once you become replenished, you have to start that race all over again. And so when you think of how we as human beings become, if you never stop to replenish and you're constantly running, constantly doing, constantly supporting, constantly looking for avenues, and I say looking because if you are on that same path, then you begin to absorb everything and everyone and never taking time for that self. So, but as you're going out and doing those things, you have to stop and you have to reassess yourself. So I encourage you, each of you, to take a personal look at your life. Take a personal look at what you do. Now to give you a little bit of a recap of me and my background, I am a mother of 5. I have 4 daughters and 1 son, and grandmother of 9 grandchildren. Now, I have a daughter that does need me to a great degree, but and her children, because she is disabled military. But what we have done and I have learned is I learned to gauge her pain. I learned to gauge how far she to what degree she really does need me, and how to back away. At one point in time, I began to be her sole support, her sole everything, and beginning to feel like her life was not going to function unless I was right there doing everything for her, everything for the children. And that gave me a sense of, direction or purpose. But at the end of the day, I was wrong. I was so wrong. Hi, Levon. And so what I came to realize is that I had transferred my life destiny and picked up her life destiny. And and so my life stopped. And in the midst of stopping, what I came to realize was that I had taken over the form of my daughter and her disability, and thinking that I could not do anything unless I was right there by her side. She couldn't do anything unless I was right there by her side, and I was so wrong. And so this is why I'm pointing out to you about how through life, through all the things that we go through, the very first thing that we do is we forget that there's great purpose inside of us, and we have failed to move forward because we are too busy being so much for so many different people and taking our eyes off of ourselves and putting it onto them. So in this video and this blog that I'm putting out, thank you, Miss Copeland. Yes, in this challenge that I'm putting out to everyone, is I'm challenging you to take a look at yourself and find that area that you have given away. I want you to take a look at the area in your life that you have given away, and I want you to identify it. And then after you identify it, I want you to take a look at a game plan. Decide on a game plan that you can approach and change it. And if you're worried about it, test it. Because everything that you do, you cannot change like overnight. Everything does not change drastically like cold turkey. You have to take different steps. Because first of all, as I always point out to everyone, mental allegory, your mind has to accept what it is that you want to do. And so in order for it to accept it, you may have to take a few baby steps. You may have to decide, okay, today I'm going to take 1 hour and I'm going to just read, or today I'm going to take a personal development class, or today I'm going to go to a workshop or a networking event, which is what I just came from. And I'm going to challenge myself to step outside of my comfort zone. And I'm going to challenge myself to do something that I very rarely do. And when you do that, you're going to see a whole new world. You're going to see a whole new world. Now, even though I'm encouraging you to do this, you're gonna eventually seep back into your comfort zone. But you're gonna have to find. What you're gonna have to do is put together some additional plans as to how you're going to make certain that you don't go back to being the way that you were. And that is the hardest part. That is the hardest part. If you talk to anyone that has had any type of habit, any type of addiction, then they'll tell you over and over, you automatically go back several different times. The exact number I do not know, so I can't fudge that one. But yes, it is. And so you have to put barriers in. And I'm always talking to people about, if you just say, for instance, if you had a habit such as alcoholism, and you decide you want to change that habit, you just decided one day, no more, I'm not going to do it. And so if you turn around, even though you've made that decision, you verbally made it, you mentally made it, but you never changed the environment, you still live in the same area, you still hang out with the same people, everybody still do the same exact thing, then that problem still exists. It may stop for a day, a week, a month, but eventually, because the first problem you have, you resort back to where you were. The mind goes back to where it is comfortable. So you have to create a game plan of change. And once you create that game and plan of change, then you will find that every step that you take, it gets a little easier and a little easier. You just have to put yourself out there and try it. So again, a missed opportunity does not stop your destination. A missed opportunity does not stop your destination. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let me see. Levon, you will revert. Yes, you will revert back. And that's exactly because that's a place of comfort. We automatically revert back to our place of comfort, to what feels good, what's security. Even though it's not a good form of security, then that's where we go back to. So talk to me. Tell me, what are you thinking about that? What are some of your security places? I remembered earlier today, I was talking to my girlfriend about how I used to have a bad habit of biting my nails. And I know if you notice when I'm talking on live, Facebook Live, I keep my hand either here or here for some reason. And I think that my mind automatically goes back to when I was young, a child, and I used to bite my nails. And so I'm either going to be plucking at this face close to this mouth with these fingers, or I'm sitting down. If I look down, I'm looking at my nails for some reason. I don't know why, but but that's what we do. And so but like I say, with my grandson today and having that conversation, and I thought about how we as women, our life stops with our husband, our life stops with our children, and our life stops with every source that that we actually feel like is much more important than we are. Now, you probably are saying, well, Juanita, you keep saying the same thing over and over. What is the purpose of that? The purpose of it is, I want you to see you. I want you to always know, who am I? If that question ever come up, I want you to be able to say who you are without adding your attachments. I want you to know truly who that person is, what that person has developed, how that person is strong. And when I say strong, I'm saying strong without the attachments. If anything should happen, I can still stand. And what I always tell my children is, if I ever close my eyes, I need to know that you will continue living. I would like to know that you can continue carrying everything that I put inside of you. and you will still keep pushing this family to be strong, to be moving forward, to be building, to create a legacy, because there's greatness inside of you, and you have the ability to make some phenomenal decisions, phenomenal accomplishments. And so limiting yourself is not something that I believe that we should ever do. And so in strengthening you and building you and helping you to become the me that you want to be, that gives you the opportunity to be the very best woman for those that need you. They give you the opportunity to be the very best woman that you need to be for yourself. And when I say you will be very happy, you will be very, very happy. And just imagine, what type of dream do you have? Where do you see your life? What do you want to accomplish? And when I say those things, I'm not talking about the job that you're presently doing. What was that secret that you had, that you used to tell yourself when you were a child? Hey, now, Lawrence. Yeah, what did you used to tell yourself as a child? I remember standing around trying to sing. Now, Lawrence is she's a songstress. I used to try to sing, but I was too shy to continue that dream. I used to try to act. Now that really wasn't me, but but just think about who were you before you became somebody's wife, somebody's mother, somebody's child. Who were you? What did you want out of life? How were you going to go out in this world and conquer it? Now when you think about it, that, and you allow yourself to remember, man, I remember growing up at home and running. I thought I could I'm the oldest grandchild of 6 uncles, and I thought I could beat them at everything. Nobody could tell me that I was not invincible. And so that's why I say, when you retap back into who it is you are, what your new definition is of you, you will find that she is a phenomenal woman. You will find that she has some amazing abilities. You will find that she can create some of the most magnificent things. And I bet you it will be the thing that you take for granted. I bet you it will be the thing that you never even thought was possible. You thought it was just something that you did on a regular basis. And when you look at that, it'll be something that you'll be able to tap into. You'll be able to market and make money off of it. I promise you that. Because you have to find out what is your God-given talent? What was it that was placed inside of you that will catapult you into your destiny? And as I was pointing out earlier about my grandson, don't allow anyone to pull you so far that you forget about the you that you used to be, or the you that you want to be. Don't allow anyone to take away what you have inside of you, because it's very golden. Yeah. My phone is acting silly now. But it has been a wonderful pleasure talking with everyone tonight. Again, I will be probably doing my blogs about my live blogs around this time, about 9 or 10 o'clock South Carolina time, not Alabama. and each night I want to bring something different. This is an opportunity for you to tap into what Rediscover Me is all about, to tap into what was the developing idea for this organization, to tap into what was that breaking point that got me here, because everybody has a story, and it's those stories that help us develop. And I think it's when you get down to it, when we go through a severe hardship, that hardship is like taking a rock and scuffing it up. It just breaks, you breaking it down, and then after you break it down, then you build it, you go back in and you remold it. So like the potter's clay, you go back in and you remold it and make it into something magnificent and beautiful. So as we are putting together different topics for each night of this 30-day challenge, if there's something specific that you want to talk about, dealing with identity, dealing with self-esteem, purpose, and direction, send me a comment also, or direct message me. Let me know what you're thinking. If there's anything pertaining to workshops that I've done, let me know about those as well. We'll be more than happy to talk about it. I'm probably going to start talking about my blogs that I wrote in the past when I did a lot of writing. So we're going to probably pick a topic. We're going to talk about it, and I would love for you to join me. I'll probably post and give everybody an idea about what we're going to talk about, and we'll go from there. But like I said, if there's anything else specific that you'd like to hear that we can tap into, please let me know. And I'm going to get ready to go to bed and prepare for tomorrow. I have a Toastmasters class, and I hope you're doing something phenomenal this weekend. So as I leave you, I want to encourage you to be positive, to encourage someone, and to be respectful. And remember that our Heavenly Father loves you, and so do I. Good night.